Hello and welcome to another episode. This is a follow-up to my previous episode on EV3 tips and tricks, which is up there. So I'll do even more. There's quite a few on the inside and some on the outside. First one I'm going to show you from the inside is wiper park mode. It's like a wiper service mode, so you can get at the wipers to clean them or take them off or change them. Basically, if you turn the car off and then straight after you press and hold the wiper down, then they move to the maintenance position. So I'll do that now. And that's it. And you get them to clean. It also does the rear one as well. But you can't get much of it. And when you put the car back on, they just go back. Well, maybe you've got to do it yourself. On this top model, you've got something called mirror dipping, and that's controlled by here. So you've got the left and right switch. So if you put it to the left, and if I put it into reverse now, it's dipped both mirrors, and that one. Move the switch back to the middle, they go back up. When you adjust the mirrors, it also stores the settings in the profile of whichever driver's running at the time. So it can be your wife's settings or it could be my settings. That retracts your mirrors, but I think you have to be travelling below 15 miles an hour to do that. If your car's got heated mirrors, then they are activated by pressing the heated rear windscreen. They come on at the same time, and you can also do that from the app on mine and probably the rest. Right, you've got a central menu and there's lots of different functions in there. If you need to see your tyre pressure, what they are, you need to drive a bit to see those, but they appear there. You just have to drive a short distance. This menu loops around. You've got 3 different trips meters. If you want to reset them, you press and hold the OK button. So you've got the current trip, you've got the after charging trip, and you've got your overall since the last reset. So you can see my efficiency is 4 miles per kilowatt hour, and in the depths of winter somehow. Put that back. Right, on the front menu, keep on scrolling down, and you've got this range guide, and that gives you your maximum and minimum range and a nice little graphic. When it's really cold, that goes kind of red amber to say that you're not likely to reach it, or maybe you've got to heat the battery to get anything like it. And that just loops around to where it was. Then you've got this menu button. Notice that compass is your turn-by-turn sat-nav. So if you have a route set, you'll see the routing information in there and the directions. Keep on pressing that. That's your view that you get a head-up display, or if you're doing highway drive assist, you get all the map of cars. Press it again. On the EV menu, if you press the EV menu from the front, you can stroke sideways, and you've got all of this stuff here, extra stuff. And if you leave it on that, it stays on that. You can also edit this screen and move stuff around. So you can edit the home widgets. So I could put that, press and hold it there, and that should swap around, and it has. Or I could put battery conditioning somewhere else, and it should hopefully just move it around. Not going to let me, is it? You seem to be able to change the larger blocks. Utility mode switch might go down there. No, it's not going to let me. How about there? Anyway, you get the general idea, and you can just reset them from there back to what they were. For some strange reason, it's lost the edit widget screen. Anyway, whichever way you want it. Yeah, I think you're in edit mode. I was stuck in edit mode, so that's why it's doing that. Well, you may have not noticed that if you put your indicators on, you've got a kind of half mode where it flashes a few times, or you lock it so it stays on and repeatedly indicates. So the half mode is you just press it up, and it flashes a certain number of times and then stops. Now that is quite a useful function when you use it in conjunction with highway drive assist and lane change, but you can set the number of flashes. So press setup, vehicle, lights, one touch turn indicator is the setting. So if I set it to 3, five, or 7. That's what I have mine set to for when I use it on the motorway, and I find that the most useful. I'll try a lane change assist in a second. After this white van's gone. Now I'll try one. Car doing that, not me. Right, if you're using Android Auto or CarPlay, you may or may not know that if you long press the voice button on the steering wheel, it gives you access to the voice recognition on CarPlay or Android Auto. So if I press that now, long press. When's the next West Brom game?
West Bromwich Albion's next game is tomorrow at 8 PM when they will be playing Birmingham City.
There you go. What you might not know is you can set the tailgate height if you've got the feature, which is on the GT Line S. So I'll open it. Now if I pull it down and press and hold that, that's now set. So if I close it, and open it again, that should be the height that I set it to. Yeah, so if I push that higher, fully extended, to reset it, press and hold that. And that's saved in my profile. My wife has her own height because she's shorter, so it opens for her if I change it to her profile. And to change to a different profile, press on the hamburger at the top, profile settings, and then change user. And that'll be my wife's, and I'll suddenly get crippled. There we go, that's her seating position. But I have two settings, so that's on mine, hers is closer. But now if I go and open the tailgate, you'll see it's her height. See, head bangable for me. And put it back, press the hamburger if it's on the screen. Profile, change user, confirm. hasn't put me back the way I was. That's better. There are multiple ways to open the tailgate. The easiest one is from the outside of the car, is to press and hold the tailgate button till it beeps, then it just opens, and then do it again to close it. You can also use a voice command, "Hey Kia, open tailgate."
Opening the tailgate.
But it won't close it. You've only got an open command. Voice commands are a whole different subject, which I've got to cover. You've also got the button to the right of the steering wheel, on the right-hand drive model anyway. Press and hold it, otherwise it stays in a place halfway between. Top trims of relaxation seat mode on both front seats, I think. If you press it there to go into relax mode, keep on holding it. See, that's gone full relax now. And you can either press the seat number on the door or press and hold it on the front to put it back where it was. There we go. And if you're trapped in the car and you need to emergency release the tailgate, it's hidden inside this flap inside here. So there's just a trigger there. Right, if you want to have the tailgate open and drive, there's a special way of doing it. So if you've got a long item and you want to hang it out the back, basically you've got a manual electronic parking brake. Normally it's all automatic, but it will not go into drive. See, to release EPB, fasten seat belt and close door, hood and trunk. But I think I'll put that into park and press the foot brake. Parking brake's off. Reverse is on. Yeah, so let me move. Yeah, so it's as simple as that. Oh, just noticed the reversing camera's got a graphic of the trunk open on it as well as a warning. Very useful. And to put the parking brake on manually, pull it back. And I'll just close the trunk down by pressing and holding it. Well, it's going to open again first. If I let go of it, it'll stop. Keep on holding it, it'll go down. Or back open. You may also notice in the winter, if your car's sitting around on your drive and the brakes get wet, they bind. You can, of course, just undo the electronic parking brake and chock the wheels, and it just sits on the parking pole. So it's always best to scotch the wheels with a block of wood or something. But that's how you undo the electronic parking brake. Another useful feature, if I open the charge door now, then lock the car, then if I need quick access to the charge door, I can do it without opening the car, say in the morning or when I plug in at night. So that's not actually locked, so I've got quick access to that, but the car's locked. This is how to stop it from AC charging. If you don't know already, you just press unlock on the key and you release the cable. So that's as simple as that. And there's a different method for DC chargers, which I'll show you in a clip. Turn the car off. Press unlock on the car key. and press and hold that until it releases the cable. There we go. Right, if you're in a country that hasn't got Kia Connect, so you can't do remote climate control, if you've got remote park assist, then there is a way to do this remotely via the key. So basically you just set up your heating, heat or cool, turn the car off, then if you get the car close enough to your house, I'm doing this from the porch, I mean it might even work from inside the house, so you press lock, and then you hold and notice that the light comes on. Press that. And that's the car turned on. If I go to the car now, you'll see that the heating's on, or the cooling, or whatever you got set. And there we are. Remote heating and cooling, which you set up in advance. Right, the GT Line S in the UK has got remote park assist. This is the basic version, which allows you to move the car back and forth, but not to park. So if you press lock, and then press and hold that button, you'll see the green light come on. I heard the car go, so then if I press back, it starts going backwards. Take my finger off, it's on the brake, so press it again, it'll start going forwards. Why is it turned? Isn't that weird? And then you let go and then press off to turn it off. I think it's tried to line itself up on the drive. One of my favourite things in winter and autumn is when you use the remote climate control and you set it remotely from the phone, like so. It's going in the car. Once it's going, if you've got your physical key on you, or a digital key, and you get into the car, the car auto starts, like so. So, I mean, it's a very useful feature, and it also moves the seat between profiles. The GT lines onwards, GT Line, GT Line S in the UK, have got this greeting light animation. So, if I press unlock, see that, lock it again, unlock. Now move it back on the key, remote park assist, and turn it off. Now, if I unlock again, you'll see both sides. And it also has rear animations. Okay, to get the lighting animations, you must have the car set to auto headlights. So if it's not, then you just need to set that to auto, like with that. And as far as I know, if you do set up vehicle lights, there is nothing in there that can affect this, because mine welcome mirror light, I've just got on door unlock and on driver approach turned off. So I've tried turning all of that off and it seems to still work. Hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching.